what you might not know is that if you have some sort of infection in your lungs, you shouldn't try to bench press a bunch of weight because it's bad for you. And you'll actually cough a lot and it'll be bad. And you'll be like, "Oh shit, I don't have a spotter because I don't want anyone to watch me work out. So I try to work out at the end of the day when no one is doing it because I don't want anyone to watch me do this." Isaac, I know, isn't it crazy? It's been a long time coming, but this is the return. This is the become normal arc of the Jesse stream. The Dead Blossom Jesse is on he's on his become normal shit. He's on his become normal shit, like truly and completely, and he's going to become normal over the next week. I clicked so fast I nearly broke my finger. Well, don't touch that dial. As Doris Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond might say, don't touch that dial. But yeah, we can tell it's like night and day. Be nice. So I almost died. Because there was like, I'm not going to say how much I tried to bench because it's kind of embarrassingly low. But I have never lifted weights in my entire life. Even when I've worked out in the past, I've never lifted weights in my life. So I'm working on it. But if it slipped out of my hands or my pectoral muscles gave out. By the way, my pecs hurt after that set, or after those sets that I did, and now I understand what it's like to be on HRT. That must be the whole thing. That's the whole thing of it, and that's pretty much I understand the whole thing now. I can't even bench the bar, and that's 50, right? I believe a standard weightlifting bar is about 45 pounds. But ladies bench less. They just do. That's awesome, though, that you're working out. I'm doing my best. I'm just trying to be who I want to be. And I'm very happy about the future of my life. And I'm trying to invest in that future and be a good guy. Good to know the alert box is already fucked up.
Never will I crush my own windpipe by failing to bench 400 pounds
I'm glad that it's fucked up already. I think I fixed it. It should be fixed now. What the fuck did I miss? Well, the alert box was broken. What else is new? Here's what I bench. Usually, it'll be the bar, and then it'll be a bunch of 2 liters of 7-Up that I got from the store, and I'll put the bags on the ends of the bar, and then I'll have like 3 or 4 women cling onto the side, and I'll just press that. And I can probably do about 40 or 300 or 40 or 100 reps of that. So we also, here's another thing. Why are we being misogynistic? We're not. I love women. And that's real. Much like God. Love to sub and it literally just pisses Jesse off. Okay, let me start with this. Okay, ignore that. We'll get to it in a second. Hold on. We have 4 songs queued for Friday's stream. Use the !Friday command to find out what's happening on Friday. We're doing a karaoke stream with the Pain Wheel. And the Pain Wheel is going to have these 20 challenges on it. That I will be choosing at random before each song. Or, if you want to donate, you can enforce these challenges or add a song to the queue. Right now, these are the only 4 songs on the queue. It's $5 to get a song on the queue. It's $5 to do a challenge. And I said this on the Discord. If you want me to serenade you specifically and directly, I will do so for 5 gifted subs. I will sing a song with the lady's name in it, but I will replace the lady's name with your name, and I will look directly into the camera, and it'll be really cute. So excited for Friday. I am too. It's gonna be great. It's great. Yeah, Earthnug says has a sword since the subathon. Since the last subathon. Good to see you, Mush. Good to see you, Jeffrey. So if anyone wants to get in on the karaoke, it's going to be fucking insane. We're going to be doing a bunch of shit. I'm very excited for it. I've been wanting to do another one of these for a while. And the pain wheel mechanic the gimmick should really inject some life into it. Can't wait for this super cool Saturday stream. It will be happening on Friday. No freak fuck this week. It's this. We're doing this week. Okay, you understand? We're doing this. And it's going to be probably, I would bet on about an hour and a half. I'm going to be doing my best to pace these out. And, you know, I will keep an eye out while I'm doing it. For example, if I roll Death Growl version as the first song, I'm going to go ahead and bump it back in the queue so that I don't ruin my voice on the first song. Don't play the clown sound. Don't play the clown sound. So if you want to get in on that, that's what that is. We have. I'm gonna have a guest. I'm gonna have a guest today, by the way. I'm gonna have a guest. Can I talk for a second? Can I talk for a sec? Could I talk for a second? Could I talk for a sec? Can I talk for... Just let me say... Just let me say something for a sec. Could I talk for a sec? Okay, so... Is it done? Am I done? Okay, so that's all that... Hi, Unfurled Relic. Hello, Ezra. I was just talking about the Friday stream, which if anyone wants to have a song on, if they want me to serenade them with a love song directly customized for them, or if they want to add a challenge to one of the songs, use the Friday command. You'll see some of those. You'll see some of those as I prepare for Friday's stream. Also, you're lucky your sound alerts thing is broken. No, I like the sound alerts command. I like the sound alerts extension on Twitch. Anyway, we're gonna be playing Isaac today. This is the wrong. This is the wrong source. Hold on. I'm actually going to turn on the music for once in my life. Can you imagine how fucked up that is? We're actually going to be listening to the music of the video game. It's the most fucked up thing that's ever happened. Could I get you to sing What's Your Fantasy by Ludacris to me? Yeah, it's 5 gifted subs for a specific, like, serenade that I do directly into the camera and use your name in the song. But yes. Or it's $5 to just put it on the queue, and then I can just... I guess I can just... You can just pretend that I'm singing it to you. Can I simply donate you money? Yeah, you could give me money. I just thought that I would just add in... Just mention, hey, if you want to do gifted subs instead of a direct donation, I'll have something for that. I don't think you know what that song is. Nope. Anyway... Here's the other command that we're doing today. Streak. Exclamation point streak. What's up, Beep? Hi, Egg, also. I didn't say hi to Egg yet. Maybe I did. Here's the other thing. Exclamation point streak. What we're trying to do today is we're trying to get to a 10-win streak. Now, on my Switch, which is what I have played on more, statistically, when Repentance came out, and is my, like, basic unlock thing. Hi, Raccoon Lodge. My Switch still has a normal save file. I didn't fuck with it. For this one, I downloaded a full save file and a couple of mods, like the item description mod, just so that it would be better for streaming, and so that I could... Because I just want to do a different challenge. I don't want to work on post-its. I want to set a challenge. And so do something I've never done, which is... Why don't I just take Isaac, normal, regular Isaac, and see if I can win with him 10 times in a row. I've never tried this before. And so this is the goal, and I have a penalty for myself. Does that make you take your clothes off and run around the room? I don't know what you're even saying. Hi, Henshan. Henshan might know this because I work with her wife, but I did the Uma joke at work today. Can you believe that? I did it in real life. It wasn't on stream. I did the Uma joke. Quentin Tarantino came up, and I was talking about him a lot. And I did Uma. I said it out loud, and it killed. That's the embarrassing. Here's the shocking thing about it, Nancy. Here's the thing that you would never fucking believe in a million years. It killed. People want everyone's crying out. They cry out for Uma. She may be cackling right now. Uma. Listen, for this scene, Uma, you're gonna dress up as Selma Hayek, okay? And we're gonna, because this is a reference to my other movie, Dust Before Dawn. And it's a reference. I love making references to my other movies like Spy Kids. So you're gonna put your big foot in my mouth, Uma, and we are going to get you foot lengthening surgery. We're gonna break the bones in your foot, okay? So we're gonna break the bones in your foot, and then over the course of 6 to 18 months, we're going to stretch out your foot so it heals and it's twice as long. Okay, Uma? Anyway. Do Nuclear Car Zone next. Crickets. Dude, I'm not doing Nuclear Car Zone at work. No fucking way. That was Robert Rodriguez? Why don't you go to hell? Anyway, let's try to win this game, huh? I haven't played Isaac. This is bad to, like, put the pressure on me to do a streak, because I have not played Isaac in probably... I mean, the last time I played Isaac was definitely on stream. And that was, like, months ago. So, I have a lot to learn. And I'm using a PS5 controller, which I've never played this game on before. Okay, so it's the first room I've taken damage 2 times. This is good. I'm doing good. I'm doing an awesome job. It's so fucking funny. Okay, Uma, for this next scene, you're going to be playing the Queen of England. Elizabeth, she's loved by her people. And in this scene, you're in the casket, okay? You're being carried by your loved ones, okay? And for this scene, the casket, they're trying to close the casket, but they can't. The bottom of the casket needs to be altered because your feet are too big. And they're killed. And they can't close the casket on your big feet. They're breaking your toes. I'm sorry. I'm losing the voice, too. Bye? Nancy, I'm sorry. Nancy, do you want to at Leah? If there's 2 people in chat who don't like the Uma joke, it's like an improv exercise. Oh, I should say, oh, fuck. I should say, god damn this, it keeps telling me to update the firmware, and I don't know what it wants from me. Oh my god. There we go. Also, I have a guest today. Matt, he's going to be jumping on the call because I wanted to... I was thinking about, like, what's a good become normal thing? And it's, let's make me have as much fun as possible. And I was thinking, what's the most fun I've had on stream recently? And it was definitely having Barry on to watch Rem Lazar. I'm like, I should do more streams with pals. And so, and also, Matt is a great backup. So what's gonna happen is, if I have a coughing fit, or my throat gives out, and I actually lose my throat game, if I'm actually losing my throat game, Matt can jump in and do a throat game for me. And actually that would be like Squid Game for real. In fact, that's actually like Squid Game for real. God, I have a lot to get used to. I've been playing... I have not played on anything but a Switch controller in years, probably. In probably years for this game. Jesse, I've heard you're the throat goat. I would never disrespect my close personal friend Nancy Reagan like that. I would never disrespect my close personal friend Nancy Reagan, who is honestly And many people are saying this, that she should have been in Thor: Love and Thunder, and that role was written for her originally. That she was supposed to be Mrs. Thor. And tragically, she died 40 years before the movie was written, so they weren't able to cast her. And that's tragic. That's so sad, actually. Does anyone have a sad emote they can spam in chat for what? For God bless Nancy Reagan for not being in Thor: Love and Thunder. 83 hee-haws. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good start. Yeah, that's a sad emote. Oh, I also downloaded the item description mod and animated items. So not every item in the game is animated, but some of them have these little pretty things. And they're good. Now, unfortunately, depression is bad, so I'm going to re-roll. It's good enough to take. It's good enough to take. Am I going to blow up my donation machine on the first floor? I am. I'm absolutely going to do that. Ah, I accidentally bought a key. It's fine. It's fine. What did I say I was gonna do if I died? Just imagine that depression is bad. I was wondering what... The other day, I was actually thinking about Isaac, and I was like, what is Fistula? What is the boss Fistula a reference to? The boss HUD is fucked up? Because I didn't actually know what Fistula was a reference to. And don't look that up. Do not look that up. Do not look up what a fistula is. Do not look that up. And if you do look it up, I want you to not post in my chat, I looked it up, and why did you tell me about this? Because I just told you to not do that. I'm telling you, for if you ever have the same curiosity that I had, to not follow it down. This is the gift that I give to you. The gift that I give all men. What are we not looking up? Look up how to make a bomb FBI real. Look up domestic terror. This is good. Look up domestic terrorism, how to commit acts, FBI.gov. Go to FBI.gov, put in the search bar, commit acts of domestic terrorism for free. And you will surely get the cartoon. So I downloaded a boss HUD mod to make the boss health bars better, and it seems to have completely fucked up. So I apologize for how this looks, because it's completely broken. I searched it up. Jesse, you were not... What did I just say? What did I just say is don't come in here and say, why did you make me look that up? Because I told you not to do it. I told you not to do it in no uncertain terms. What am I getting? I'm going to go for Angel Deals this time. Consolation prize. Why don't you give me Tears Up? It's a Tears Up. I can't be upset. I guess I'll clear the floor. Why not? I would love... I mean, I just got a Tears Up, so I can't really complain that much. Yeah, I can't complain. I think that this run is good. Miter by itself could win the run. This could be a one run already. Tears Up, shot speed down. Honestly, it's a blessed run. Sabrina, don't type that. I'm not even going to say it out loud because it's actually disgusting to me. And I don't find gross things funny, okay? Because I don't know if you guys know this, I'm dating again. So I don't think gross stuff is funny anymore. The only thing I think is funny is, like, a chimp going to the doctor. And the chimp goes up to the doctor. The chimp's on the doctor table, right? And he hops on the doctor table. And the doctor puts the stethoscope on his heart. And he's listening. And he takes out the stethoscope and he says, Chimp, I don't know how... Mr. Chimp, I don't know how to tell you this, but your heart's going bananas. I gotta go. This stream rocks again. That's right. That's right. This is now, I feel like I'm in my element. This is my element. Low teens viewers, indecipherable bits. Everyone is mad at me. This is my home. This is where I live. Can I tell you? Here's something to talk about. I was watching last night because my mom had it on, and I just sort of was entranced by it. But I was watching Bohemian Rhapsody, the Queen movie. That people say it's a Queen movie. It's kind of a Freddie Mercury film about his life, but it's not really about his life. It's mostly about some stuff that happened to the band. Kind of. It's not even. It's not really about anything. It's one of the most weird films I've ever seen because it's supposed to be a story about Freddie Mercury, and yet they will not allow themselves to show Freddie Mercury doing anything wrong. They kind of half imply it, and they have other characters say that he's doing it, but they will never, they never once show him, doing coke. At all. So it's a very sterile film. It's just shocking for a Queen movie. You would think that would be all over the place, but it's super washed and sterile. Is that the one where the guy gets isekai'd and invents the band Queen because they don't exist in that universe? I would love to get isekai'd to the universe where Aerosmith doesn't exist, and then I'll take this. And then I try to invent Aerosmith to make money, and then everyone just beats my ass for singing bad music. I'm going up to them I'm auditioning for a musical thing, and I'm like, I bet you guys have never heard this one. Love on an elevator, living it up while I'm going down. And they're just they all climb up on the stage and start kicking my ass. Because they're like, that fucking song sucks. I'm like, this sucks. My unique knowledge of Aerosmith as a band isn't helping me at all in this alternate universe. I had the same thought about yesterday, Beatles music wouldn't sell at all. It certainly wouldn't sell if it was just being written by some guy, right? No offense to that guy, but let's say Billie Eilish, let's say the Beatles never existed, right? But Billie Eilish makes the Beatles song. Hold on. Let's say the Beatles never existed, and Billie Eilish knows about the music, and she's already famous, and she releases the White Album. I feel like that sells really well, and people are like, this is great. But you'd have to already be famous. There's no way that would get you famous. Well, this is the fucking room. I don't like this room. This room is it's honestly when Bae doesn't text back, and I don't say that lightly. But it's when you get left on red by Bae. Billie Eilish. It's like when you sing about Billie Eilish, she talked about the bad guy. Luckily, one of the bosses just died immediately for no reason. We should get through this guy just fine. Okay. And then there's booster pack. I think this sucks. Ugh, this sucks worse. Is there a battery we can buy? I don't think there was a battery in the shop. There's a battery pack. Give me a secret room here, please. You motherfucker. You suck? I don't suck! I can't believe you would come into my chat and write, "You sucks," about something that is so important to me. Give me 5 points. You motherfucker. I just want a charge so that I don't need to take Mom's lipping stick. Like, because that item sucks. When's Matt getting here? Give me a break. He's, I don't know. I think he might be here around 8. I'm not sure. Because I'm not great at communicating, so when I told him the time initially, I just said, hey, be here around like 7 or 8. But he might have thought that that was Central Time, which would be different than my time. So I don't know yet, but we'll find out. Okay. We still don't have the secret room. You look like the secret room. You mother. Oh. It's not what I wanted. I can't believe I don't treat me like this. It's my I'm around. Your mom's house. Hey, Matt, calm down, okay? I'll log back on that. Give me a break, okay? I'm doing a good show. The stream is good. It's actually good now. It's actually good. I'm just fine. I'll take the lipstick. You gave me a soul heart. That's pretty good. Matt, do you mind if I like do this run and then incorporate you, or should I incorporate you now? I'm getting my sea legs back. In terms of this game. Don't hurt me. Can I tell you, I forgot what it was like to not be the Lost. I did so many Lost runs on the Switch that not being a flying guy is it's wicked throwing me off for sure. Is a life for me. You did it in the wrong order and invite. Don't get banned. Is this a bootleg? Am I the asshole? I should say we're doing an Asscast with the original 2 Asscast members. That's right, it's me and Ricky. This Sunday. We're actually doing that this Sunday. Can you believe it? Okay, number 1 Queen Respecter is messaging me. We getting normal up in here? Okay, let me get Matt on the call. Matt? Hello?
The farm song playing right now. I have the stream on mute, so you'll have to let me know anytime anyone's playing.
I'll let you listen. If something is going wrong on the stream, or like nobody can hear you, okay, the farm song is playing, and now it's over.
Okay. That's good. It's quick at least.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know when, like, I should tell you, because now it's happening. It's happening a second time. It's happening a lot of times.
So everyone's... I forget, do you get paid when people...
Not for these, no. No, I do not get paid for these. You might be...
You gotta switch these to the ones where you get paid.
You would be shocked at how I don't get paid for these. You would be blown away.
So there's a slight barrier to entry to completely ruining your stream that doesn't benefit you in any way.
Okay, but here's the thing. The farm living thing, the Green Acres farm living thing, it's like a month and a half old, and Egg Taste. They're like a month and a half old now, and they're still making me laugh pretty much just as much. And so I don't know what to do because they're still really funny to me. But they are ruining the stream, and they're old. We demand Caution 3. Caution 3 wishes it was Green Acres Farm Living Egg Taste. It wishes.
Also, what is egg taste? Did I miss? Oh, okay. It literally just showed up for me. It's when you tried to eat an egg.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's, pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So, Matt, I have you on the call today because I thought that it would be good to have someone. I do have clown lung. I don't.
Oh, I'm
were you
sorry.
Here to,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? Well, don't. That's like rude to ask me a question that I'm not prepared to answer. Just go with it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry then. I'm sure that sucks.
Sorry. So listen, I had COVID like midway through August, and my lungs are in disrepair still. Mm-hmm. And I think I have a bacterial infection that I'm taking antibiotics for now. So my stamina with my chest is bad. So I thought, I honestly, I just wanted to have you on the call because I thought it would be fun to shoot the shit with a boy, with the boys, mm-hmm. right? But I thought that it would also be, just so you know, if I ever tag out and say it's like I'm clown lunging, I'll let you know, and then you can jump in, and you should just pretend to be me.
Okay.
I see you added the command. that says you'd have to be a clown to get the novel coronavirus. Jesse, am I part of the boys? Well, that's a trap. That's a trap because I don't want to be one of these people that's like, I use dude for everyone, and they're just a transphobe. Like, I don't want to be that person. Mm-hmm. So, Matt, how's it been recently? How have you been? You're not a Twitch streamer, but like you're a regular guy.
It's true. And so I've been up to regular guy stuff. In that I don't have a job, and I've been looking for a job.
I've got a bug on my leg. There's a bug on my leg. I thought there was a bug on my leg.
Oh, did you get it? Was there nothing there at all?
There was nothing there, and I'm like, now I'm wondering if I'm, maybe
Anthem bug leg.
Well, since I was young, I was always scared of the movie 23 with Jim Carrey, and that it might happen to me someday.
Sure.
Right? That at any moment I could sort of crack in the same way that he did.
What's great about the number 23 movie starring Jim Carrey is in many ways I feel like it anticipated a genre of movie, which is take something that went viral online and make an absolutely trash piece of cinema. It's all to watch.
One of my favorite genres of movie that I don't know when it started exactly, but it's definitely still sticking in there, is like, we have $20 to make a horror movie, so this horror movie is a bunch of people's laptop cameras. It's a bunch of people in their dorm rooms.
Well, that's why I don't trust it when people say those are good. Like, what's that new one? Like, we're all going to the World's Fair or whatever.
What?
I could read a million. There's some movie that it's like that.
World's Fair?
It's supposed to be like a spooky, immersive reality game. Like, what's the cicada one? It's supposed to be like that, but spooky. And no matter how many reviews that I read that insist that it's actually very good, I just refuse to believe them.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like I just don't get horror anymore. Just in general, I'm like, I
think the idea is that
not
it's
easily
supposed
scared.
to scare you.
Well, here's the thing. I have two states of being scared. And one is I'm watching Don't Breathe, and I'm like, okay, but this guy is like not real. He's like a fake. And he's like if I was in the movie, he could kick my ass, but I'm not. So
I'm there at the Globe Theater, and everyone's crying
at the Globe
as
Theater.
Romeo kills himself, and I'm going, he's just acting.
It's just
he's
pretend.
Just acting. Hey guys,
standing up at the Hamilton performance and saying, they didn't sing. They weren't
I got
singing
here-
probably the whole
I got here a
time.
few hours ago before they started the play, and I saw they were doing these same scenes. They were rehearsing them.
But I have my one state is that, and my other state is I'm playing a VR horror game or something, and I feel like I'm gonna die, and that's not fun. That's not cathartic to me.
Because I think what VR games, all VR games are is just. I guess I have not seen or played almost any of them, but the sense that I get is it's basically working the same thing that like a jump scare is working on, which is like cheating. That barely even counts as horror. It's like being like, but you know what's really effective art is if I come up and just like punch you in the gut. Like that,
right.
Wow, you're really feeling something now. You know, now that I'm the shit out of you.
That'd be a good art project. Is you're like, okay, I'm doing a performance art piece. Everyone come into this room together, and then one person step forward, and the person steps forward, and you just like fucking stick your fingers in their eyeballs. And you like try to,
you're doing one of those Halloween, like everyone closes their eyes and be like, right. This is brains, but instead it's like, this is the.
But you're not even doing a trick. You're just like you're just pushing your fingers into their eyeballs.
Of years ago, when this house was first built, it had a curse where your eyes hurt a lot.
There was a ghost. They said that one time. Sorry,
the ghost.
You're around the campfire.
Trying to stick its fingers up your ass.
You're around the campfire, and you're like, everyone close their eyes. Once there was a ghost that was always making your eyes hurt, and you just fucking sticking your fingers into their eyes.
Once there was a ghost who was constantly destroying the safety part of the bonfire and spinning the fire out.
Oh god.
This ghost couldn't be his thirst for violating forest fire safety rules could not be quenched.
You need to attempt the Columbo bit in new and different games. Here's the thing, Earthnugs. Once I'm like physically fit, which should happen in the next 6 months, it may actually be possible. And I'm not making any promises. It's super fucking tough to stream VR. Just mechanically, it's a pain in the ass in like several different ways. And not the least of which being some people just like don't like watching it because it makes them sick.
You should do is just you should play some VR and then have someone else, like I don't know, your dad because he's there, like just talk over the stream so that you can focus on the VR and someone else can talk.
Well, the other thing is that it actually people might not know this, and it doesn't. I wouldn't say that every streamer is the same, but for me, if I'm doing a good stream, it takes a lot of energy, and also doing VR and like crouching down and shit takes a lot of energy, and that's two things that take energy, and also being out of shape. So it's possible that it's like more feasible if I'm not like panting every time I get down on one knee. And I'm not talking about proposing. Obviously, that's very stressful. Not bad, but very stressful.
I think that does help you get in character as Kogunbo, though, because I would say true. Peter Falk's thing is that he's always kind of tired.
Yeah, that's true. He's always
that's
a little
how he tricks everyone. I don't know if he's actually tired or that's just how his face looks, But like, I think that's what makes everyone put their guard down around him. They're like, this old man, like, it's way past his bed. It's 4 p.m. This guy should have been asleep a half hour ago.
Yeah. Why did it give me the hard one? It gave me the damn hard one. More Kogunbo. Everyone knows that the VR, like, Half-Life Alyx stream was hilarious. I'm an extremely funny physical comedian, and honestly, I got out of the comedy game due to, basically, honestly, there are more important things in life, and some of the things you see in society and on the local
news. He got banned from every alt comedy room in the city of Chicago.
I kept trying to do my gentleman joke.
Yeah.
Which nobody liked. Do you remember that joke? You want me to?
Oh yeah, if you could tell me again.
Should I do it for the chat?
Mostly I remember your several jokes involving Ray Romano.
I do have, yeah, there was, there's a lot of Ray Romano in my heart. Toilet.
But,
Yeah, listen, we'll get back to VR. It's so funny when I do it, but it's like, it's tough because of how Twitch is. If Twitch was like, I'm not going to complain about the website. You're not going to trick me into complaining about the website. But one thing that I hate about the website is that, like, it's built for people to put out, like, 0.1% of their energy output for 12 hours straight. Whereas what I like to do is put out 150% of my energy for 30 minutes straight. That's what I would like to do. But it's not really possible. Anyway, my gentleman bit. Here it is. Matt, and I mean this with all due respect.
Okay.
So don't take this personally. This is just so, what I would do is I would go up on stage and I would call out to somebody in the audience and I would just
what I'm confused about right now is you're making it sound like this gentleman bit implicates me, Matt Rorty, specifically. The way that you apologized before you began.
No, I just don't want you to take it the wrong way when I say this to you.
When I just hear you describe a joke that you've done in the past, you're afraid that I personally...
No, I just don't want you to take it personally when the joke happens. So, hold on. So, let's just do it and pretend that you're just a random person in the audience.
Great.
So, Matt, or I guess I wouldn't know your name. So,
Hey, do you know my name? Have we met before?
So let's start over. This time I don't know.
Sorry, did my date?
No.
You know my
take,
date? Were
do
you
not.
guys talking?
No, do not.
This is crazy. What
do
kind
not
of
wrench
show?
control of this
you
improv.
Said this was an improv
you
show.
motherfucker. Do not do this to me. Okay, let's try it again. So, sir,
Just call me. Did this fucking stand? Did this guy just call me a motherfucker?
I'm gonna rip your head off. So let's start over, okay, Matt? Can we start over?
You pranking me? Am I on like a candid camera or something?
Can I do my joke? I have to do the joke quick. You understand? I would love to sit here and play in this
Bumble's
space.
Supposed to stop this kind of stuff. Bumble's supposed to be the legit app. That's what I'm like. I'm like, if I finally linked up with someone on Bumble and then I got candid freaking camera, I'm like, where are they gonna? Come on, where's the Is that it?
Matt, did I ever tell you?
Kind of like a projector, but I bet that could also be a camera. I bet that could also be a camera, not just a projector. It'd be so easy. It'd be so easy to put a camera inside the projector. I swear. Is your name even Michelle?
Wait, are we on a date? What happened in the
I'm
scene?
on a date.
I don't
You're not
understand
on a
what the
date.
date.
You're the stand-up. I'm on a date.
I don't understand what the scene is.
I'm
Okay,
on a
listen,
date. You're
Matt.
the stand-up.
Matt.
Wake
Wake up. Okay, we're
talking
streaming.
to my girl.
Look, there's like 20 people watching. You have to like wake up. Okay. All right. Matt, did I ever tell you about when I was doing comedy studies?
How do you know my name?
Oh my God!
You didn't even answer the first question I had for you. How do you know me? Jesse is such an improv bottom.
This is
such a good way to do. Next time I'm in a situation where I get to teach status, I'm definitely going to do it.
So this is what I wanted to say.
Bottoms and scene. Everyone wants to see the bottom win.
This is what I want to see. This is what I wanted to say. In comedy studies, did I ever tell you there was like an exercise that we did to like practice doing like high status and low status? And like basically the exercise was like just go up there and just non-verbally try to take the high status position. Right? Try to look like you are above the other person in some way. And we did it for like 2 hours and I could not for the fucking it was we weren't doing it for 2 hours straight. We were like taking turns and there was two of us up at once. But we did it for a while, and every time I tried, for the fucking life of me, I was always low status. I was always the bottom in the scene, and I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. There's nothing about me that is capable of being high status. Like,
I mean, you run a
Just
Twitch
not
stream, which
possible.
is being high status.
I don't. Well, it's like a Harpo Marx high status. Like that's. I wouldn't say that. When the stream is actually funny now, go to hell. I'm sorry, Ray. Ray is so kind, and I just lashed out. I'm sorry. Anyway, can I, do my
the thing to do is just to pull out a gun and shoot your scene partner.
That's actually
the
great.
highest status that there is.
That's actually great.
Wouldn't recommend that for improv beginners, but anyone who's taken at least 2 improv classes, I think, can be trusted with pull out a gun and shoot your scene partner.
When I was a camp counselor at a Christian camp for one summer only, and I didn't even make it the whole summer because it was a nightmare. But I was like teaching improv to the kids because they had seen an improv team like perform or something, and they were excited. And one of them, we were playing freeze tag, and one of them kept getting into the scene and starting the scene with, "Get out of here! No, I don't want you! Get out of here! Get out! Get out! Get out!" And he did that like 6 times in a row, and I couldn't understand what he was doing. Every time, like I couldn't conceptualize what he was doing, but every time he was like starting a scene.
He was doing comedy, Jesse. He was doing comedy.
He was like, "Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out! Don't get out of my bed!"
Reenacting the scene from Air Bud.
Okay. Reenacting the scene from Harry and the Hendersons.
Were you there when I hosted like the farts at See It when I was hosting like over a Thanksgiving or something for the people who ran the arts variety show. Were you there for that?
I don't think so. I don't remember it.
There was a guy who like had used to date the ex-college president of my college improv team. And he was like back in town because he was originally from Chicago, and he was like, "Oh, can me and my brothers play?" And they came and did mostly an insanely awful, horrible set.
Right.
But there was one person who just started multiple scenes by coming out as Austin Powers characters. And just
was it Mike
coming
Myers?
out and being like, "I'm fat bastard!" Just saying that at the beginning of every scene.
That's awesome.
So that part ruled, and the part where the guy who asked if I could do the show, who used to do a bunch of annoyance Brooklyn stuff, tried to start scenes by committing suicide or shooting heroin. He didn't do as good, but younger sibling who did a bunch of Austin Powers characters, I think, won the night for sure.
Yeah. I feel like that's a bell curve with comedy. I hate this item. It's like a bell curve with comedy where at the like super low IQ, it's like I'm fat bastard, and in the middle, it's the scene opening is like, "Honey, we have to talk about the kids." And then at extremely high IQ genius level, it's I'm fat bastard.
Right.
like it loops back around.
I just recently watched for the first time So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Fuck my ass.
And is that something in the game? I'm still like 20 seconds behind on the stream, so I can't tell.
Yeah, I was mad. I was mad I took damage. It was
so angry. You're so angry at the concept of So I Married an Axe Murderer.
I was mad at the game. Okay.
You're taking a lot of damage just kind of on purpose.
I'm not. It's not on purpose. Some of it is, but it's not on purpose mostly. It's mostly that I haven't played the game in like 6. I don't even know how long, and I suck at it now. I'm bad at the game now. It's unavoidable damage. It's not. It's not unavoidable damage at that. It's not,
no, I appreciate Chad is going to bat for you, you know?
They shouldn't. It hurts when they do. Oh my god.
But I had watched it, and in that movie...
He does Fat Bastard, right? Like, he does a Scottish character?
He does a Scottish character, and I was reading about it, and what it was is, like, they were doing just, like, a table read of the script, and they didn't have anyone cast for the dad yet. So Michael Myers just did it, and just did, like, a goofy Scottish accent. And funny enough that they were like, "Oh, you should just play your dad in the movie." So if they had just cast someone, we never would have gotten Fat Bastard.
That's awesome. I was just talking about the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, which is an extremely weird movie. But
I've only seen bad clips, so I have the worst possible impression of the movie. But
no,
I
the
think
rest of the movie isn't good either. It's pretty much representative. But there is the part where like Mike Myers is playing like a Scottish record producer or something, and he just sounds like Shrek. Like he's just doing the Shrek voice.
I remember him from like the theatrical trailer, like the 3-minute long thing that would play before a movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he's the producer who like, it's basically a scene where it's like, so you're telling me that you're gonna do a 6-minute long song?
Hold on,
with
you're making a Bohemian Rhapsody in it, and it's like,
what's a fandango?
And it's like, okay, we get it, yeah, it's funny.
So funny because also it's like, yeah, I'm sure that there were people who were skeptical, but also like, record label handed over like $6 million or whatever for them to record it. It's like, I don't think that they weren't on board with whatever Queen was doing.
Yeah, and it was clearly a good song. Like, it's one of those things that's just like, again, there's just weirdness in the movie.
This is a question, as I feel like these two songs that I'm going to mention, I think are joined together in terms of they were big when they came out, but not like huge world busting. And then they've kind of become bigger later on through like use in media. I wonder, there's no point pretending like this is like a Guess Who sort of thing. Bohemian Rhapsody and Don't Stop Believing.
Have I won yet? No, I haven't won yet. I'm working on it.
You win this game.
You get to the end floor and then you beat the final boss.
So Nancy, just so you know, that's how we'll be able to tell when Jesse's won the game.
C-section Pog, 1 run.
But I wonder, because I think I was seeing people, and I know we're not to mention the website, but a lot of people were like, oh, like that song actually sucks, and everyone got like bamboozled by like Wayne's World or whatever into thinking like everyone always loved it when actually it sucked and everyone hated it. And I don't think that that's the case, but I wonder if there is actually a case for like Don't Stop Believing as like being a kind of, I don't know if I could ever admit that it's a bad song, but that it's kind of,
it's not an incredible song.
Yeah, it's got like a, because I think it's very, it is a perfect sing-along song, and that's not to be underrated. I think that Africa is the same sort of thing. It's like, I don't know if I could defend either of those songs, but it's clear that they're doing something really difficult, because there's not a lot of songs that like you can just put on and suddenly every single white person in the room is like shouting at the top of their lungs, you know?
Sometimes I do wonder with extremely popular songs. I think a lot of extremely popular songs are underrated critically because people are like, they suck because they're popular. But sometimes
that was the whole victory of the poptimism movement.
Yeah, but sometimes there is stuff where it's like, this is not good, it's just like unobjectionable. This is like sitcom music.
Yeah, but I do think that there's a difference. Like, there's a difference between like, you know, a really good jingle writer and doing what Max Martin does, you know? Where it's like,
hey Jesse, can I give you two an improv prompt? Why don't you say it and then I will tell you if I'm going to do that.
The golden rule of improv is if the suggestion's not funny, we just stand there. So until someone says pineapple or dildo, I'm just like,
well, here's the great news. Here's the great news, Matt, is I'm not doing improv. I'm doing my stream and I do what I want, and I don't need to do your stupid fucking suggestion where everyone says pineapple.
That's what improv is you're doing your stream and you do what the fuck you want, you know?
Yeah, my name is Ace.
When you think about it,
everyone.
When you think about it, everyone improvises. You improvise every day of your life.
Pineapple dildo is your prompt? That's wicked funny. And what's great about it is it can go in almost any direction.
Hey SpongeBob. You ever want to get fucked in the ass?
It's his house. Why? How would he get fucked in the ass by his own house? That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, SpongeBob, how wide can you stretch your sponge ass?
What? Well, Mr. Krabs, pretty wide.
You must be. You must be kidding me. I want the
I'm sorry. Sorry, that's so funny.
I'm Mr. Krabs.
To be confused in an improv scene and then just go, you must be kidding me. Sorry. I'm sorry, it's really funny to me.
Mushroom is making a good punch up. I sell propane and propane accessories.
I think he was
toys.
talking about when I said I'm Asac Schrader. My name's Asac Schrader, and you're the smartest motherfucker I've ever met, you dumb motherfucker. And this guy, and you need to go to hell, because this guy's the smartest motherfucker I've ever met, you dumb motherfucker. You're so stupid, this guy already knows that when you...
I think
we're losing viewers, people don't like
Jesse sent me that clip earlier today, and I think the problem was I didn't realize until he then actually wrote the entire thing as a reply.
Like how insane it was?
That wasn't, I just assumed when I heard it, I went, yep, that's the quote, and I didn't understand why you would send it to me. It was just like, yeah, that's what Hank says.
Sorry. I'm now laughing a lot, which is a lot of fun. Oh god, we've gotten so...
We can stop that, because I was looking up the Wikipedia page for Elizabeth II, R.I.P., and I was noting that it says that she had Annus Horribilis, the horrible year in Latin.
Yes.
1992.
I saw that, but I don't know what it means.
It means the horrible year.
Yeah, but that's just like a scary thing to say about someone.
Okay, well here's the Wikipedia section for the turbulent 1990s, the Annus Horribilis. In the wake of coalition victory in the Gulf War, Elizabeth became the first British monarch to address a joint meeting of the United States Congress in May 1991. I love the idea that the victory in the Gulf War starts the worst year.
That's the worst thing that can happen. It's the worst thing that can happen to you, is win the Gulf War.
So I love that her page uses like non-American standards for dates, because it says on 24 November 1992, and I was 2 years old. 2 years, 2 days old, but maybe on 24 November 1992, in a speech to mark the Ruby Jubilee of her ascension to the throne,
Jubilee.
Elizabeth called 1992.
It's the Ruby Jubbly.
The Ruby, excuse me.
Sorry, you said Ruby Jubilee. It's the Ruby. It's the Ruby Jubbly.
24 November 1992. In a speech
Ruby
to mark
Giuliani.
the Ruby Jubilee of her,
It's
the
the
Ruby
Ruby-
Giuliani.
It's the Ruby Jubbly, and please don't disrespect people as noble as the British.
In a speech to mark the Ruby Jubilee of her ascension to the throne, Elizabeth called 1992 her Annus Horribilis, a Latin phrase meaning horrible year.
Horrible anus.
Meaning, ooh, my ass is on fire. Public feeling in Britain had risen because of press estimates of, I can't even keep up. I can't keep up any accent for more than 3 words at a time.
I wouldn't keep at this. Matt, can I change the subject? There's something that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna die in this room, by the way.
Sorry, chat. We'll never learn what made Queen Elizabeth's 1992 so horrible. Other than presumably the Bloody Sunday Agreement. What year was the Bloody Sunday?
I have no
Or the
clue.
Good Friday Agreement. Excuse me. Excuse me, Irish listeners, excuse me. Good Friday agreement.
I don't know what Bloody Sunday is. Was it good?
Bloody Sunday was the high point of Irish resistance. And you know that because a whole bunch of Irish people died.
Yeah.
And that's... Also, maybe, I don't know if I'm going to commit to saying it's the best U2 song. I do feel comfortable saying that it's in the running.
It's one of the best. And if you said it was the best, then I'd be like, cheers, mate, is basically what I would say.
What do you say is the best U2 song?
I don't want to talk about U2, is basically my take on it. It's like...
Have I told...
I'm going to die in this room. I'm going to die in this room. And the run's going to be over.
Good.
I'm gonna have to watch the Bill
didn't.
Maher
I was
podcast.
seeing the old room you were in. Again, my stream is like 20 seconds behind. So every time then you react, I'm like, but you're doing so good.
Yeah, we all like the album that they just put in every iPhone user's library for free. Because that's so brave of them. They must have really loved that album.
Was Steve Jobs still alive, or was that like Tim Cook's first decision?
I think that was a Tim Cook. That was a Tim Cook joint for sure. But yeah, U2 is. I think one of the funniest things I've ever heard a musician say is I was listening to like an interview with U2, and they were asked like what are some of their like biggest musical influences. And Bono just says, the Beatles. There's nothing better than the Beatles. And it's like, okay, man, come on. Like...
Yeah, but he's right, though. I don't know.
The Beatles are good. I'm not going to say they're not good, but like...
There's also not a lot of bands that you could tell me their #1 influence was the Beatles, and I wouldn't actually, like, laugh them off.
Yeah.
U2 is one of the few bands that I feel like they've earned it.
Yeah.
Like...
Yep. So, something I was thinking of that I wanted to talk about, with or without Matt. So, Matt, if you want to join in, if you want to, like...
So I'm optional on this, so I'll go get another beer.
You're optional on this, basically. But the idea is, what if there was a type of baseball with extra positions? And, like, I'm just thinking out loud. Spun? Oh, I'm not at Spun.
You thinking about the Futurama version of baseball, Blurnsball?
It's kind of like Blurnsball, but it's more just like, it's like very slight changes to baseball. Like the idea that I had, is this going to be Jesse's Numbers but baseball? It might be, but here's my first idea. Here's the one that made me think, wow, this could really be something. Is the addition of a position called the blocker. Baseball, but doggy style. That would be pretty good if you had to, like, be on all fours. If everyone had to be on all fours. I don't know how the pitcher would... I don't know how the pitcher would manage. But...
Very carefully.
But, yeah, so the idea would be there's a new position in baseball called the blocker. And it's a guy who... He gets to stand between the pitcher and the batter. To stop the ball from getting to the batter.
I bet a similar kind of idea.
But hold on, I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished with my idea. But he is not allowed to wear any protective equipment. If he gets hit, that's one base, right? That counts as a beanball. But that's all he can do. He can't hit the thing or whatever. This is a good room, by the way. We can get Bookworm and...
You still in the book room, or did you leave?
I'm in the book room.
Okay. I'd say get all the books.
Well, they're usable items.
So get all the books.
They're usable items,
you keep dropping a book.
I can only hold one at once.
Oh, so go get all the books.
So a guy who's going to be hospitalized pretty much every game. So here's the thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
Here's the thing that you might not understand. The pitcher doesn't want to hit the blocker, right? Because that gives them free bases.
how close can the blocker get to the pitcher?
I think he can get right up in him.
Okay.
Right?
I
So
think that
the
you
pitcher-
have to. I think that you can't be on the mound. I think that the blocker.
Okay, he can
because
get.
otherwise
He can be everywhere except like on the different dirt on the mound, right? But this is the thing: he can't wear protective equipment, and he can stand, and he's just trying to like get hit by the ball.
I think what this would encourage, which would be extremely cool, we'd finally get all the sidearm pitchers back.
This is worse than Jesse's numbers. Go to hell, okay? We
First of all,
only
Jesse's
just started
numbers
talking about it,
work.
and you're already because you don't actually hate new ideas. Is something about you that I've noticed.
His
And
numbers was good.
yeah, Jesse's numbers was good, by the way, just because like the world wasn't ready for it because everyone's obsessed with kilometers. But
But that's the problem. Is you have too many Euros in the chat. We're like, oh wow, we chopped off a little bit of a yardstick and we said, oh look at this special meter that we keep in a big vault in France. We let the French control our measurements.
disgusting. I mean, it's disgusting to me. But so here's the thing. I feel like it would diversify play because you would have some pitchers that specialize, like you said, sidearm, like trying to curve
Be
the
cool.
ball, wanted style,
Yep.
around the blocker, right?
That they'd be James McAvoying the shit out
Yes.
of that ball.
Mhm. So they would be trying to curve it around the blocker and not hit him. Whereas on the other side, you would have the power pitchers, and their plan is to try to
Would kill him if they.
I
if
guess
they
try
hit
to
him.
kill or like disable him by hitting him as hard as they possibly can within the first two batters.
That's how
and they
many
might- they-
blockers can a team roster?
I want to say just one, right? Because
I think that's the strategy, is to try to kill the blocker on the first pitch.
not kill, but like listen, if
Like,
you have to give up two bases, two runners in order to take out the blocker
Two
for the rest
bases
of
or
the
two
game.
runners?
Like runner on base 1, runner on base 2. And like
Oh, so
you
the
give
blocker isn't just giving a free base. That's putting two people on base if you hit the blocker.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying like if you let him get hit 2 times, if you bean him 2 times as hard as you possibly can, and that takes him out of the game, and the cost of that is the cost of that is that those people are on base. I think a lot of teams would go for that. Right? A lot of teams would sacrifice that just to not worry about the blocker for the rest of the game. And so that
That's
would
what I
diversify
mean.
the
I think
play.
that would be everyone's. That's the problem.
you're saying
though,
that would be
is that-
everyone's plan? Everyone's plan?
Yeah,
I guess
the
that's true.
strategy is too good.
Everyone's plan would be try to kill the
Murder
blocker,
the blocker.
as soon as possible. And they would just try to kill him. Okay, well, now that you're saying that, I'm like, well,
What I would do is, I think that this plan works if you make the blockers have to be Henry Kissinger or anyone who's ever worked for Henry Kissinger.
okay, I like that. I like that it has to be Henry Kissinger.
Because
he
what
would make a
works
good
about
blocker. He's
that-
got a lot of meat.
I think the other side of it that's good is baseball has to be the most conservative sport, right? Well, maybe hockey.
What do you mean?
don't
Like,
know how-
like the fans of it? Or,
No, like the players.
I guess I don't know that I agree with that.
Actually, maybe.
I don't think it would be baseball. I think it would probably be football.
Yeah, there's just so much. The problem with football is that it's so aggressively like all the players ever say is such aggressively apolitical stuff.
Yeah.
That I can't tell if that actually means they're all huge conservatives or they actually have never literally given it a thought in their entire lives.
Did you
know?
almost say stupid lies?
Yeah.
It sounded like you almost
He's
said stupid
fucking
lies.
Dumb. Please, Peyton Manning is the dumbest man who's ever lived.
Baseball is cool. I go to stadium and eat a hot dog and a pretzel and make loud noises. Baseball is
Leslie-
cool because I feel like the stadium of every baseball game I've ever been to is no man's land, right? Like concerts and stuff, they watch you when you go in and you're kind of part of a social contract. Baseball, it's like you get in and then you're just in the stands with everyone else. and it's
Yeah,
whatever
the downside-
whatever society forms there.
I agree. They should go even harder though. Like they cut off beer sales after the 7th inning stretch. Like it should be. You know what? You know how like in English football, like every like 5 years or so, a whole bunch of fans die in some sort of big fan collapse or whatever. You should bring that energy to baseball. I think. Like it should be completely lawless. Like it should be like, why don't more people die more often watching baseball games? You know?
I do find it funny that like soccer, which is the slowest paced, boringest sport of all time, causes people to murder people in the street. Like that's.
I think that's all part of it, because people like. I see people defend
you're
like,
so
oh,
bored. You're so bored for 6 hours that like at the end of it you would do anything just to feel something.
So. Because also, I think it gets like fans riled up in a much more powerful way because it all has to be self-generated.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
There's no energy to feed off of from the game. In the 70s, there was
that
a
happened...
10-cent beer night at a Cleveland Stadium that ended in a riot.
Yeah, that sounds right. Like,
yeah, that totally tracks. And like, I have been to plenty of bars that are like, "Hey, we're selling a handle of vodka tonight for $1," and then it goes pretty much as well as you think it would. I'm not taking Dead Cat. You're not going to trick me. Against
wait
all
to see
odds,
what that
this
is in 20 seconds when my stream catches up.
Against all odds, this is going to be a pog, by the way. Not that anyone's keeping track, but we're gonna get the pog on this one, for sure.
So I've watched your stream for several years now, and I've never worked up the courage to ask. What is pog?
What is pog? This is interesting. Does anyone in chat want to take a crack at explaining what pog is? To Matt? Mush says pog. Does that help?
Not helpful. Extremely unhelpful tautological first answer. A picture of some guy who says
maybe say
pog.
good try though, because like that was a good try.
Okay.
Pog? Now that's pog with a question mark, which is not helpful. Origin play of the game? Did it originate with play of the game? Is that real? That sounds so fake.
It should be potga.
Yeah. Podg. What's up, Rainbow? Fuck me. It's fine. It's not actually a problem at all. I was just doing it for views. I was pretending. But there's a bunch of stuff
realm
that you have to learn about Twitch.
Already. What is this realm that you're in?
The realm? This is the dark room.
Dark.
It's a room that's dark. I'm not going to explain Isaac lore because I don't want to. And also, it's, who cares?
I think the lore is that some guy made a Flash game where he wanted everyone to be a poop monster, right? That's kind of the lore of the game.
Well, it's about religion and, you know, a tragedy and, you know, trauma that you might experience as a child. And it's actually about divorce. It's like
I think it's about a guy who wanted to make everyone be poop monster.
I don't think so.
That this guy's kind of like...
Yeah, he's suffocating. I think that's the plot, is that Isaac is suffocating. Not to be a bummer.
Because he ate all that shit.
I mean, don't be gross. You're like being gross on purpose to get a reaction.
Thank you for keeping me honest in front of
You're very welcome.
everyone. I want to apologize all of chat who to deal with me just kind of being insecure at the idea of vulnerability, you know? Did you win the game? Is that what just happened?
I did.
Said Victor.
I did. It only took me an hour.
You didn't have to kill Satan, you just kind of killed
I killed
Oh,
the
no,
lamb.
but now you're missing.
Hello, Twisted. Twisted, were you attracted by the appeal by the suck of Isaac? So, guess what? We're going to update the streak. Because
Every
that's
day
one
I
on
have to
the streak.
listen to 1 minute of the Bill Maher podcast.
Yeah, that's. I had to give myself like real stakes for like if something went wrong.
Wait, give me.
Hi Jeffrey Video Games. Hi Nancy. All the Twisted Boys in chat. So, yeah, the streak has a it has a cooldown so that people don't spam it. So, I feel like I should point everyone's attention to Friday. If you want to use the Friday command, I'm just letting everyone know because I want Friday to be like cool. I'm doing a karaoke thing where I will have randomly selected challenges while I'm doing karaoke. You can see some of them listed here. You can pay $5 if you're a fan and you want to be involved. You can pay $5 to add a song onto the queue for me to sing, or you can pay $5 to apply a challenge, a specific challenge to a specific song. I can't be here on Friday. Well, I mean, as spirit. Be here in spirit.
Oh, speaking of raw quail egg, I just saw for the first time quail eggs at the grocery store. And
yeah, everyone was like, by the way, everyone was like jumping down my ass and like, where are you going to get a quail egg? You're not going to be able to find a quail egg. You can't find, where's the quail egg? And I said the store, and everyone was like, shut up. They don't know what they're talking about, so. These assholes.
And also, Jesse, if you don't mind, I did prepare something.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. This is for all ages. And I'll...
this is
so
unauthorized, by the way. I was not made aware of this beforehand.
This is for all ages.
You just sent me, through Discord, you sent me Bill Maher quotes?
I just wanted to let you know that this is, in fact, for all ages. When you open it up.
Hold on.
I just had some thoughts that I wanted to share with you. And I just hope that you'll hear me out. I have about 30, maybe a little bit more, just thoughts that I want to share.
Okay. This is for all ages?
Yes, this is for all ages.
For all ages. 34 Bill Maher quotes from the comedian and television host.
Well, this is my first thought, was, as for the shows, he had suffered only a bit less horribly than the crowds who had to watch him that weekend, watch him die 4 slow, painful deaths. That's my first thought.
Right.
My second thought is, if a 14-year-old can deliver your message, it's not because he's gifted. It's because intellectually, you're a child. That's my second thought.
Okay, are we going to go through the whole thing? I really don't want to. This was supposed to be a punishment. The punishment was supposed to be watch Bill Maher podcast. And instead you're just doing it to me.
Is our mistakes from the past are just that. Mistakes.
Stop.
They were necessary to make in order to become the wiser person we became. That's my third thought.
I'm never going to spend any time with you socially ever again. Twisted.
My fourth thought is we have a Bill of Rights. What we need, the Bill of Responsibilities. That's the fourth thought that I had earlier.
Hold on, can I say something real quick before you say your next thing?
Oh, I've got a few more thoughts.
You're going to read all 34 of these fucking things?
Oh, but my fifth thought was
34 of these fucking things? Twisted, there are no limits on the songs. They have to be
you kill.
They have to be good to karaoke, and they have to be less than 5 minutes long. That's the rule.
But Jesse, here's the deal: is that I think capital punishment works great. Every killer you kill never kills again.
For all ages.
Right? But if I had to follow up a thought on that, it would be my personal savior is common sense. And as far as God goes, I prefer to believe in one that would want me to use the excellent brain he gave us all.
This was such a bad idea to bring you on the stream. Do you know that? Like, it's just because you don't understand the rules. There's actually rules.
It's funny you mention rules because I had another kind of rule-breaking thought.
You had some ideas for some new rules.
Yeah, some ideas for some new rules.
Oh my god.
I was thinking it was difficult, in fact, even to measure maturity among comedians by any of the usual societal yardsticks. Certainly age was not a factor.
What are these quotes? These don't make any sense. Are they supposed to be, like, funny, or, like, what is the idea?
Well, no, they're just thoughts that I personally have had, and the eighth one that I've had is true axis of evil in America is the brilliance of our marketing combined with the stupidity of our people.
I'm gonna like rip your head off. I have to like.
Don't punish me yet until you've heard my 9th thought, which is that, and this is a new rule. I would say this is a new rule. It's that you can't criticize a governor for not hiring black people for his cabinet when his state has no black people.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that one?
That's both my 9th thought and also just a new rule that I made up.
What the
This
fuck
is one that I had prepared ahead of.
What the fuck is that? What is he
is also
talking
one
about? He can't just be saying that. Thank you for hold on.
Oh.
Twisted gave $5.69 and a and he
Because
gave
of my
a
thought?
YouTube. No, this is for the karaoke night on Friday, and he YouTube linked, and I will be using that YouTube link.
Okay, can you clarify? Can you clarify that it wasn't me because of my thoughts?
I mean, that would be up to him, but I really deeply doubt. What does the fool do? Oh, reversed fool makes you drop everything in your...
Well, Jesse, in
That
case
you
you
have.
thought that I was the fool, let me enlighten you with another thought that I had, which is
I despise your
I-
thoughts.
I have a
He
problem
says,
with
I
people.
despise your thoughts.
I have a problem with people who take the Constitution loosely and the Bible literally. That's a thought that I had earlier today. Another one that I had,
feel like you're
and I think
drinking.
that this is
I
good.
feel like you're drinking a lot as you're saying these, and I mean that with love. But I feel like as you're drinking these, you're saying these, you're getting more drunk at like a
Kinda like to
rapid
think
rate.
I'm getting drunk. I'm getting drunk with the light of not with the ambrosia of pure knowledge. But this one might be a little bit easier because I think this is pretty Twitch. This is a Twitch-friendly thought that I had. That's that the difference between a GOP convention and Comic-Con is that the people at Comic-Con have a much firmer grasp of reality. I thought that everyone kind of might enjoy that thought. In case they didn't, I've got another. This is like a new.
Okay, can I ask you?
This is not only just
Can
a
I
new
ask you
rule,
a real
this
quick question before you?
This is kind of like a new
Before
new
you
rule.
before you read this next one, can I ask you a quick question just for context?
I'm not reading anything. These are thoughts
Before
that
you
I had
before
earlier
you
today.
say out loud your next thought, can I ask
They're
you a
for
real
all
quick question?
ages.
What can I ask you a real quick question?
For sure.
What do you want from me? Like, what do you want me to do about this that you're doing?
So what I want you to do is think about this, which is if you're going to have a rally where hundreds of thousands of people show up, may as well go ahead and make it about something.
What?
Oh, okay, let me reword it.
Why are
Oh,
people
you're telling
donating
me how-
$5.69? You don't need to donate the 69 cents. I appreciate it though. Chacaron and El Chambo. I don't know what the fuck that is. If it's a Spanish song, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble, but I will learn it. It's on the queue. I appreciate it, Palmer. That brings the queue up to 6 songs. Obviously, I have tons of songs that I will do additionally, just so that we can spin the wheel a couple of times.
Song is kind of like a melodic thought that someone has, and like a verbal thought that I've had.
And then we got
Is-
$50. We got $50. Why? Is this for Friday? This is for Matt, not you. Shut the fuck up. I don't know how to... Thank you for the $50. It's for Matt. I don't have his... I don't know where he lives. And he doesn't believe in banks. So...
It's true. There's 2 things you have to know about me. Is one, I don't believe in banks, and the second is this. While you're telling me how your March Madness bracket is doing, you must also fill me in on your vacation and show me pictures of your kids.
What are you talking about? That's the real one?
It's a real thought that I had earlier today when I was thinking about
That's
what
a
I
real
wanted
one?
to tell.
Thank
I
you for the
was thinking about what I wanted
$50,
to tell people
Ian.
on your
Jesus.
stream.
Thank you. That's a huge support, and we'll put a lot of fire. I should also say that for Friday I have planned. This is a big announcement. I'm going to be switching off of Streamlabs, finally, and that's going to require a lot of changes. But fuck Streamlabs, honestly. I'm going to be using OBS, so completely new overlay, I'm going to be spending Wednesday and Thursday basically just working on that in my free time. So completely new overlay. What are song options for the serenade? I guess you can pick your own serenade, but like spiritually, I wanted to just pick a song that I thought fit you and replace your name with it. And
Jesse, let me serenade you with this. Jesse, let me serenade you with this. Ponder on this. I defy you to name one thing accomplished by religion that is dependent upon religion.
Wait, what? Huh? What?
Sorry, let me reword that.
Can you say that again?
Yeah.
No, say the same thing. Don't reword it. Say the same exact thing again.
Got it.
Oh, Lucas.
And the more comedians there were, the more the bargaining power of each descended.
Okay, Matt, I'm singing a song now, so don't say any of your thoughts because I'm singing a song.
Here's kind of like a song, like in the way that a song kind of like.
Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile myself because I love you. Do a good job. And when you give me 5 gifted subscriptions, it gives me $12. But isn't it amazing a man like me can feel this way? Tell me how much longer it can grow stronger every day. Oh, how much longer, Matt? Thought I wasn't. Matt, girl next door. As long as Matt met you, now I'm sure that I won't. Do you not know that song?
No, but I've been writing some lyrics myself, and let me know what you think about. I wrote this couplet. If you have a gun, you can rob a bank, but if you have a bank, you can rob everyone.
If you have a bank, you can rob a gun.
No, that's not what I said.
Can I do my gentleman joke?
Well, no, you know what? Because I'll tell you what. I just had a really sobering thought, and after I articulate it, I'd love to be cheered up with the mirth of humor.
Sure. And what's the sobering thought? And please don't make it too cutting and incisive. Please,
no,
please, I hope it's not too incisive and tears apart the whole society.
I would make it. If it was up to me, I would make it a rule that everyone had to follow, but I don't have that sort of power. But if I could, what I would say is, before I die, could someone make one more movie I want to go see?
Wow. Joker 2.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah, that would be a lot of good. That would be good. Is Matt jelking? That's a question to him, I guess. You jelking, Matt?
It's jelking.
Jelking? So, well, we had some help with Pog before. Val, do you want to explain what jelking is to Matt? Just wait. Anyone in chat, really? Jelker to Jelker.
While I'm waiting for that, for an explanation...
No, let me do the gentleman joke.
Another thought
okay?
that I had. Okay, yeah, let me know that, because I think that I also have some hilarious quotes that will make you think and laugh simultaneously.
Can I tell you while we're talking about jelking, I had the memory the other day.
You'd like to say about gentlemaning?
No, my dad had this DVD when I was young of Shaolin monks doing like a performance on stage and like showing off their martial arts and some of their feats of strength. And one section of their feats of strength was like them getting hit as hard as they possibly could with big 2x4s. And them just like taking it like a champ and just not even flinching. Which was cool, I guess. But it went on for a while, and it really was just them whacking each other as hard as they possibly could with a 2x4. And at one point, a guy does a handstand, and he spreads his legs. And his penis and crotch is like straight up to the heavens. And a guy is like, he steps up to him with the 2x4, and he raises it over his head, and he swings it down as hard as he possibly could, and he breaks it in half on this guy's like crotch or penis.
Mm-hmm.
And
Crotch
I
or penis, yeah.
just thought, like, I don't know what that proves. Like, I don't know
Well,
what that. What am I like? What does that say about the monks?
right,
That's a
well,
great act.
speaking-
What is it called? The Aristocrats.
And speaking of stuff that I love, if people could stop having to prove this, this is just my thought. But I'd love if people could stop asking Miss USA contestants if they believe in evolution. It's not their field. It's like asking Stephen Hawking if he believes in hair scrunchies.
I guess that's true. That one's actually true.
These are just thoughts that I've had earlier today, and I wanted to share them with you. And I know you wanted to tell me about your gentleman joke.
Yeah, I can save it for later. We don't need to do it right now.
Okay, then I've got some more thoughts.
No, please no.
one that I had was, when you think about it, to most Christians, the Bible is like a software.
Nobody's ever gonna watch this
He
stream again.
actually reads it. Just scroll to the bottom and click I agree. Like, I've thought this about Christians in the Bible, about software licenses.
I feel like I bought a Tesla and I got locked out and it won't let me in. And I have to like call customer support. That's what it's like talking to Matt right now. Is like I feel like I'm locked out of Matt. Like I just don't have access anymore. And I need to like call someone to reset him. Like put a paper clip on his ass.
Something that I got locked out of recently is my cable. So I haven't been able to see any of my shows. And I'm a big reality show buff. And I've had this idea, Jesse, and that's that the next reality show must be called America's Stupidest State. Start at 50, and each week, if your state does something really stupid with, say, evolution or images of the Virgin Mary, you'll love on to the next round.
I don't think that's. I think the website might have misspelled that one. I'm not quite sure. But
No, nothing is. No, my thought was that you'll love on to the next round. That was the thought that I had.
Okay. Matt, if you could add any position player to baseball, we've agreed that the blocker is a great idea, right? It would like make baseball a lot more interesting. But if you could add any position player to baseball, what would it be?
Okay. This might seem like it's coming out of left field at first, but let me know what do you think of this position?
Yeah, I guess that's fine. The farter.
Yeah,
well, okay. Well, no, don't help him. No cheating. He has to come up with this on his own.
My thought was,
I think there should be a shorter stop between the second and the shortstop. That's pretty good.
pretty good.
And he's an even smaller guy. Like, he's really little. I thought the driller would be good. And what the driller would do, he gets to dig. And he gets like a dig. He gets like a big drill that he can dig into the earth with.
Oh, so that's why he's called the driller.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he can make tunnels. And he's allowed to do that. So let's say that there's a pop fly into left field. He can sort of scurry along his tunnels to go catch it.
Oh, my thought was what the driller could do is, because you can catch the ball until it hits the ground, right? What the driller does is they go over to where the ball's going to land, and they lower the ground.
He lowers the ground so he has a lot more time to catch it.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes a lot of sense. And see, just that moment of you being creative shows what a creative role the driller could play.
Here's a creative thought that I had as well.
Trick pitches.
Let me know.
He can do a trick. He can make a tunnel for the ball to go through. That would be a trick pitch.
Oh, I don't like that. But a creative thought that I had was, let's make a law that gay people can have birthdays, but straight people get more cake. You know, to send the right message to kids.
What? What does that even mean?
It's a thought that I had.
I don't even
earlier
understand
today.
that mechanically. What the fuck?
Oh, well, the idea is that gay people can have birthdays, but straight people get more cake. You know,
What?
to send
Who
the
is
right
arguing
message to
gay
kids.
people don't have birthdays? That's not even part of the conversation. A lot of question
That was
marks.
just a thought.
A lot of
It-
question marks.
I thought, yeah, but it's just a thought that I had. I don't know if there was actually an argument. It's just, one of the 34 thoughts that I had earlier today that I wanted to share.
Okay. Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Give me that countryside. It's a shame that song isn't very long. Dude, before somebody else tells me to just update my firmware so it stops, I literally updated my firmware before the stream. I could not have done it more recently than I have done it. So, go to hell.
Firmware is like a computer thing, right?
Firmware? Yeah, there's
is that like a
software, there's
computer
hardware,
thing?
there's firmware.
So it's all computers,
This is a good
right?
trinket. Get a better controller.
I
This
had-
is the PS5 controller, which I think is the best commercially available controller at the moment. I didn't even want a devil deal, is what is awesome about taking that damage is I actually didn't even want to get a devil deal there. And not taking the devil, that actually makes it so I don't have to take the devil deal.
Jesse, I kind of had a thought.
PS5 is the
related
best,
to
I agree.
computers.
Dude, the PS5 controller is poggers. It's really good. Hi, John.
John, you'll want to hear this. I had a thought about computers earlier. What I was thinking was, you would think there's a higher bar than having a Facebook page to run for president.
Huh? Is that even a
That
requirement?
was like a computer. That was like a computer. Yeah, I've noticed that.
What do you
like-
mean? Is that a requirement?
You can, like, no, but like you can run for president
No,
and like you
but-
can just have a Facebook page.
No, but what if? No, but I mean, doesn't it tell you a lot about what society is like these days? And the sort of stuff
God,
that you
when
see
I-
on the local news.
When I think about society and how twisted it is, I think
And what
about
you
how
see on the
Hol-
and the stuff you see on the local news.
Yeah, I mean, something that I was thinking about because I saw something about earlier today was Halloween is a day when we all get to fool people into thinking we're someone else, or as Mitt Romney calls it, campaigning.
That one's pretty good. That's from like 2017.
No, that's a
2012.
thought that I had. That's a thought that I had 2 hours ago.
Okay.
I was thinking about Halloween.
You were thinking
I'll
about
just pretend that there's
Halloween
something else.
and Mitt Romney. I just happened to have
I was just
been thinking about that
about it.
recently.
yeah,
Okay.
just earlier today.
Just
I was like
earlier,
2 hours.
I was thinking about. That's from his
Jesse,
Titan
you're
5.
constantly. This is
Yeah.
the thing is Jesse is constantly surprised about the stuff that I'm thinking about. Like this is another like topic that you wouldn't think that someone nowadays would be thinking about it, but I have been, and I've been thinking that with stem cell research properly funded, scientists believe we could do everything from curing Parkinson's to regenerating spinal cord tissues in Democrats.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's from The Simpsons? Or?
No, that's a thought that I had 4.5 hours ago.
Oh, right, you had that. Okay.
These are all like.
Dude,
See, I
you
know
could
that
actually,
you've been-
I'm saying this, and I'm not like trying to bullshit you or make you feel good. But you could write for The Simpsons, honestly.
Oh my God! Well, the problem is that I don't have a job right now, and not having a job has got me thinking about money a lot.
That gives
And
you a
the thought
great
that I
opportunity.
had
That actually gives you an awesome opportunity to write for The Simpsons.
because The Simpsons won't take anyone who has another job. Like they,
Well, they want to
really
be the
good
main
enough.
focus. You know, they don't want to be the
Right.
side piece.
because I don't have a job right now, and The Simpsons hasn't gotten back to me yet. I was thinking about money, and I thought that my bank stopped trying to sell me identity theft protection. You know why I expect you to protect my money? Because you're a bank.
So did you give up on coming up with a funny baseball part, or
No. I was thinking about it, and this is gonna seem a little bit out of left field, you know. So just like
okay, we're back to left
with
field.
me on this. So follow my train of thought here. So this is kind of where I started, and I started with thinking the younger generation is supposed to rage against the machine, not for it. They're supposed to question authority, not question those who question authority.
Like that band.
I was thinking. I don't know what that means. That's not what I was
There's
thinking
a band
about.
called that. There's a
There's
band called of
that.
No, there's a
The
band
Who?
called of that.
They're called that.
No, they're called,
They're called
of that.
that?
No, they're called of that. They're called the
Called
one
of
thing
that?
he said.
So
Does
they're
anybody
called-
remember
there's a
how
band
long
called
ago
Of
this
That?
bit started? I think it was probably at the when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Is what it almost feels like something.
There's a band called Of That.
What? Hello?
There's a band called Of That.
Hello?
There's a band called Of That.
They're called. Did the call disconnect? Hello?
Can you hear? Jesse, be honest. It's not a religion. It's just an excuse for a bake sale.
You know, I thought bringing someone on might improve the stream, but I honestly think this is like less legible than a normal stream of mine. Like it's less intelligible. I guess I don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna shit.
Tell you what, Jesse, I got an idea, and that's 7 more ideas that I have. Here's the first of those 7.
Oh, please deliver me from this. Deliver
That's
me from
that. Hey,
hell.
speaking of delivering from evil, listen to this. Idiots must stop claiming that atheism is religion. Religion is defined as the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, and atheism is precisely not that.
Okay, so we kind of that experimental treatment we kind of come out medium on. That kind of was a wash. See, I'm talking about the video game, right, guys?
Okay, well, what I've been talking about, and Jesse, you know me. This is the one thought that's not really new. Jesse has heard me say this a lot, and that's that women cannot complain about men anymore until they start getting better taste in them.
I thought that was something I said. I'm almost
No,
certain
it
I
might
said
have been.
that.
Honestly, we go back so far that sometimes we just say stuff. Honestly, okay.
It's hard to know
that's
where I
not-
end and Matt begins a lot of times.
That's crazy. 'Cause
And, like,
this next,
When sometimes it's like where is my tongue end and Matt's begin because of the way we're close together. I'm Bighorn. The stream is definitely normal again. I don't know this is bad. And nobody has warned me that the stream is not normal, which is something I was hoping everyone would do.
here, Chad might be able to help me out on this because me and Jesse do often have very similar thoughts. I can't remember if I thought of it first or if it's something that Jesse told me. And every time me and Jesse have ever talked has been over stream. So you can help me out and let me know if Jesse said this first or if I thought this first. My thought was...
And was it spelled with 2 triangles?
Yeah, my thought was religion is dangerous because it allows human beings who don't have all the answers to think that they do. So if Chad could just let me know, like, is that something that, like, I thought of, or has Jesse said that before on stream?
I don't even... Can I tell you? You said that, like, 2 seconds ago, and I can't remember what you said. Like, it's that vapid and, like, meaningless.
Oh,
that,
okay,
like,
I'll repeat for you.
I can't even, like, keep it in my brain for 2 seconds.
Can't even either, and I'll repeat it for you, Jesse. What I said is, what I believe in is love your neighbor as yourself, and don't call them stupid because they don't agree with you politically.
Bill Maher said that? Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way he said that.
Oh, that's a thought that I had.
Drop the bit. Did he actually say that?
It's a thought that I had earlier.
Did he? No, you have to like tell me for real. Did he say that?
I don't know who that is. This is a thought that I had.
Like, don't fuck with me. Did he say don't be mean to people you disagree with?
I don't know. Look, all
Was
that
that
I
something
said,
he said?
all that I said, Jesse, was that when opportunity knocks, all some people can do is complain about the noise.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, I guess I'm ending the stream. And
But
if like
before you do that,
and if like if you like hop off the call and the stream is still happening, I think that's part of the delay. So I wouldn't worry about that because it's just part of like it being delayed. So
That's fair. Before you do that, I had two more thoughts that I just wanted to do, and that's the first.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Bible looks like it started out as a game of Mad Libs. Was my first thought. This is a bigger thought to me, and it's that we are a nation that is unenlightened because of religion. I do believe that. I think religion stops people from thinking. I think it justified crazies. Mostly, you're a cadaddle.
You were like fucking with my brain the whole run, and like I couldn't focus on the game at all because I feel like I'm in hell, and I'm like, am I even streaming? I'm not doing anything. I'm just listening to this prattle on. How long is this joke? Like, it's just so long as the joke has been going. I can't believe it, and I don't know what to do about it, and I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do, and now I have to. Now you get the real thing. It's queued, okay? We're gonna cash it out at the end of the stream. So that's 1 minute. Fuck. That's 1 minute of the thing I have to watch. And the streak is set back to 0, which is horrible. 0 is actually a long way away from... Ooh! From 10. It's actually a long way away from 10.
Jesse, I know you were asking about what my idea was for a new baseball player. My idea is the American Sniper, and what he does is he's up at the top of the stadium. Like, we don't know exactly, but he's somewhere at the top of the stadium.
Right.
And what he can do is he can snipe pitch. So as it's going towards the batter, like, he shoots it, and then the ball blows up, and that ends the game. So it's kind of like a golden snitch scenario, where if the American Sniper successfully snipes the pitch, then the baseball game ends.
If he shoots the ball, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he allowed to kill the players?
Yes. But the only thing that ends the game is if he shoots the ball while it's being pitched.
Right, and that's worth...
He can kill
let's
whoever
say that's
he
worth
wants.
25 home runs.
That's worth 25, yeah. So when he shoots, both teams get 25 home runs and the game ends.
Right. And that's when you know the game is over. That's actually a really good idea. That's awesome. What if there was hold on. What if there was a baseball player and he's like a wild card? I don't know what you would call him. Maybe the Vagrant, or no, the Team Angel. Let's call him the Team Angel, and he's able to do anything. Like, he doesn't actually have to follow the rules, but he's like attached to a weather balloon.
Mm-hmm.
So he can only interfere because, like, it depends on the wind, like where he ends up in the stadium, or if he's even in the stadium. So he can, like, fuck up with, like, a batter if the wind blows him over towards the batter. And that would be the Team Angel, and I think that would add a fun, like, Shintoistic fate, like fate of the natural world type thing.
So just to clarify, what you think would make baseball really Shinto-like is if we introduced angels.
Yeah, and they were attached to a big weather balloon.
Right. When I think of, every time I think of the old and sanctified,
there should be a score. I'm sorry, this is a great idea. There should be a score streak that the players can call in. If you get 5 runs in 1 inning, you can call in, like, an artillery strike on one section of the ballpark. That would be good, actually. Green Acres is the place to be.
What should happen is when teams hit a certain milestone in their season, should be a video game cinematic that plays, like from StarCraft.
Right. It should be Tim Curry in an FMV.
Yeah, when you, like, clinch a playoff spot, like, suddenly, like, there should be a big cinematic that plays on the baseball field, and everyone has to watch it.
And that already happens. I think you came up with an idea that was supposed to be stupid, but is something that actually happens in baseball games, where they play like a weird cartoon. Like, you okay? You okay,
No, this is an idea that I had earlier today.
Oh God.
I was thinking about
Ooh!
what if everyone did a cinematic. Actually, I do want to ask, how do you feel about the Orioles season?
I don't know anything about it, and who cares? Baseball is a dumb game for losers. I would never watch
I thought
it.
you were an Orioles fan.
I'm from
Or we
Baltimore.
talk-
That doesn't mean I'm an Orioles fan. It means I
Thought we
know.
had
It
talked
means I
about
have a
you.
lot of sad relatives when they talk about baseball. But that's about it.
Why are we talking about baseball if you hate baseball so much?
What? I'm trying to come up with ways that it's good.
Okay, here's my idea for what would make baseball good. So imagine this. Make the ball like 5 times bigger.
That's it. Can I say, when you said make the ball, I was like 5 times bigger. I was like, make it much bigger. Is my immediate reaction. I think we are
That's what
on
I'd say.
absolutely the same wavelength there.
Ball is 5 times bigger, and also to encourage home runs, the field is much shorter.
The field is
It's
much
gonna
shorter,
be-
and the bat 6 inches.
This is what
long.
I would say. Get rid of the bat. So
The bat is 6
the
inches
field-
long.
Okay, well, we'll start with that. But my thought is make the field like 100 feet long, right? And because the field is so short, and like, yeah, we could all hit home runs, but I think that would get old pretty fast. Is instead what you have to do is you have to hit the ball to like a hole, right?
Right.
And
Mhm.
so when you hit it in there, like you get a point. Well, to make it more fun, because everyone has more fun when you score more points. So we'll say if you get it in the hole, you get like 2 points.
Sure.
And
So
we'll,
there's no
we'll say
bat. How would they get it in the hole?
Oh, well, we're starting with the 6-inch. Well, okay, that's a good point, because I was like, okay, we can do the 6-inch bat, but if they don't have a bat, I guess they could like do it with their hands, right? So like
Just throw it.
Pi-
Like the
pitcher
pitcher could.
pitches.
Okay, so that everyone can
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it's just easier if everyone can pitch, and can all pitch to get it in. But usually we don't want them just kind of like running up to the hole and like putting the ball in there. That's no fun. Like they should have to pitch it from a while away. So like, say
Well,
like
maybe just bonus points for if they are like far enough away.
bonus points for that's a good
Yeah.
yeah. Like if you pitch it from far enough away, you get like a fair amount of points, like 1,000.
Yeah, you get like 20,000 points.
Oh, that's even better. So you get 2 points if you do it from one distance, and then you get 20,000 points if you do it from another distance. People can let me know, because like me and Jesse are not game designers, so like I know that there's sometimes like you're making a game and you don't realize like you might break the rules, or like there might be an easy exploit for players that we don't want. So like let me know if like me and Jesse, like as we're coming up with this,
If
on the
there's
spot,
something that
like,
you think would be unbalanced. I think runners should be able to steal the base and hide it somewhere in the stadium. That's an awesome idea. Just put home base somewhere fucking else. And
here's my
if
concern
you want to
that
bat a run in, like that person needs to find the base.
so this is my concern is like I love that idea, but you can imagine like, oh no, there's some sort of thing where like the base is hidden for so long that like the game goes on forever and like people can't go home to their families and stuff. So like I thought is honestly just to like not even have the temptation, just get rid of the bases altogether.
or the base, or they could be magnetic.
Yeah, there could be like one magnetic base. Tell you what, and kind of expand the
Could be
base.
magnetic.
Could be magnetic, and we'll expand the base to be like paint it so that it's clear that it's there, and we'll add like we'll go right under the hole, so like the base is right under the hole, right? But like you can't stay on the base for too, because the base is like a safe and powerful space, so like you can't be on there for too long.
I guess I
Like,
don't know what you mean by safe.
the base makes you safe, and like you can't.
I
Like,
guess I don't understand why. Or in
well,
what
that's the
way
thing
it
that
would make you
happens.
safe.
That's the thing in baseball is that the base makes you safe. This is why it's hard to talk
guess
sports with you, Jesse, because you're always like, "Hey, Matt, let's talk sports," and then I mention a simple concept of a well-known sport, like the base makes you safe. Then you are like, "What? Why?" You know?
Because it doesn't make any sense, and you don't know what you're fucking talking about.
That's what it does. Ask chat. See, Bighorn knows the base.
No, that's him
makes you
learning.
safe.
You're teaching him wrong.
The base makes you safe.
That's him trying to learn. Do you understand? He's trying to
I don't think
understand,
so.
and he's understanding wrong.
That
because
way,
you're
is that what
misteaching him.
POG means? G?
It's not what POG means.
But well, yeah, but he said POG, not POG.
POG is a little man writing a book. POG is the type of little man that writes a book. That's
See,
what
I know
that
it's
is.
getting pretty late on the East Coast. Are you feeling tired at all?
Yes.
Okay, would you like me to read you a bedtime story?
Yeah, sure.
I know you like this one.
Okay.
I like this one.
Let's hear it.
Part 1, Oxford.
Dude,
The
this game
canter
goes so slow
of
when you're
Tokay.
Isaac. Can I just say this game goes so fucking slow when you're Isaac? I just want to be Judas, like so bad. Give me any character with a bunch of damage and no health. I would rather be that. Like I'm gonna switch to the Lost because I might do better and at getting like a win streak with the fucking Lost. Because here's the difficulty is when I'm playing Isaac and it's like when I'm playing as like basic ass Isaac and it's this slow, I'm just gonna like zone out at a certain point and die because I zoned out. And that's
Well, then I
That's
should
what's going
ask, because I was about to read you a bedtime story. Is that going to distract you, or?
no, you can read the bedtime story if you want.
Okay.
I too want to be Judas, and by that I mean I wish I had 40 pieces of silver. Putting in my Tinder bio that I have 40 pieces of silver, but not where I got them. And all the girls want to hang out with me because I'm so rich. But then 3 dates in, they're like, where did you get all that silver? And I'm like, haha, my parents. And they don't believe, and you know, it's like, and then I'm building a relationship on a lie.
Thing in my Tinder bio that I died both by falling on my sword and by disemboweling myself by hanging myself from a tree and not explaining the discrepancy.
Yep. No cursed eye. Absolutely not. Not in a million fucking years. Thank you for pushing the box onto the spikes. Ooh! No, I don't respect either of these actually. Geminis will brag about their 40 pieces of silver but not say where they got them. Hold on. Do you want to read your story, Matt?
Yeah.
Your special story?
This is your bedtime story. I don't want to read it if you're not into it. Like, this is supposed to help you go to sleep.
No, please. Please be my fucking guest. I'm Asex Schrader. You're the smartest motherfucker I ever met, you dumb motherfucker. And you're about to make the biggest mistake of your fucking life because this guy already knows. And this guy doesn't even know. This guy already made up his mind. He might kill you. There's no fucking way he's killing me. He fucking asshole. He said that. Is Matt gone? Is Matt gone?
No, I was wondering if you were ready to hear your
Yeah,
bedtime
I'm
story.
ready. I was ready. I was kind of shocked because it's the first time all night that you have like waited for me to speak.
I don't think that's true.
I think it may be literally true.
I don't think so. But just let me know when you're ready
I'm
for your
ready!
bedtime story, and I'll start reading.
Today I learned Matt can't stop talking. That's actually true. Matt, do you want to fucking say your story or like what?
Yeah, I would just wanted to make sure that you're
Yeah,
ready to hear.
yeah.
Okay.
This is like emotional manipulation.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Ira and her demon moved through the darkening hall, taking care to keep to one side, out of sight of the kitchen. 3 great tables that ran the length of the hall were laid already, silver and the glass catching what little light there was. The long benches were pulled out ready for the guests.
Could you make it more American history?
The story is what it is.
I like American history, so.
Oh,
if you could...
here I can pick a different story.
Okay.
American history, right?
Yeah, don't like pick like. Don't do like Trail of Tears. That's a bad. Don't do that one. Do like a different American story.
This is going to the way that this starts. You're going to think this isn't an American story, but just wait a couple sentences, and I think you'll understand. All right?
Okay.
Swede. During the war years, when I was still a grade school boy, it was a magical name in our Newark neighborhood.
Okay.
Even to adults just a generation removed from the city's old Prince Street ghetto. Not so yet flawlessly Americanized as to be bowled over by the prowess of a high school athlete. Name was magical. So was the anomalous face.
I guess when I said American history, I meant like Abraham Lincoln.
This is American history. You like me to change the story again?
No, no. Is this Frozen? I don't think that last one was Frozen. Okay.
The few fair-complexioned Jewish students in our preponderantly Jewish public high school. None possessed anything.
Can I tell you that like makes my blood run cold? That like.
What does?
Just terrified at what you may have picked as a story. I'm just like. I feel like you may have picked something purposefully
This is a bedtime
horrible.
story from. No, this is a bedtime story from your bookshelf. Oh.
From my bookshelf?
Well, I'm right there with you. You're in bed. I don't know if obviously the viewers can't see this, but Jesse is tucked in bed.
I'm on camera.
Jesse is tucked in
I have
bed.
face cam on.
That's why I was offering to read Jesse a bedtime story, because they're in bed. And
in bed.
I picked a story from.
Like the fortune cookie joke, remember?
No, I don't think I was watching that stream.
In bed? Well, it's like you say a fortune cookie and then you say in bed at the end.
I haven't heard about that one.
Where it's like smiles are in your future. In bed.
Yes, I get it, but no, I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
To continue the story? Can pick a new one if you want.
I guess I don't want a story. What's another thing? I feel like there were a lot of conversations that we just like abandoned midway through. That maybe we.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it was mostly just bedtime story.
Mostly the Bill Maher joke, the whole stream. For some reason, I get the sense as though I have hurt Matt's feelings, and I don't know how. Like, I don't know what happened, but I feel as though I have hurt his feelings. Which sucks, because he's like my hottest friend. And so, like, this is like a huge social blow for me. Because, like, if your hottest friend doesn't like you anymore, then you have to, like, then you're as hot as your least hottest friend. No answer? Look, he's, like, so hard to read. It's the TikTok generation. They don't know how to communicate. They hate phone calls, and they won't just fucking talk to you. You know, they won't communicate. And this is the problem with the TikTok generation, and also why Joker 2 was... I mean, Joker, the movie Joker was, like, so special and important, was because it told the story of somebody who was alone. And that's actually true. Hi, Matt. You still there?
If you'd like, tell me notable person who's died more than 10 years ago.
Bob Hope. Oh my god. Do not kill me.
I won't.
No, I'm talking to the game. You might have forgotten, but I am playing Isaac at some point. This is Bob Hope. Steve Irwin.
Here we go. We'll try Steve Irwin next, but here we go. Leslie Towns Bob Hope, 1903 to 2003. British-born American comedian. Okay. Stage, screen, radio, and television actor. Grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. Starred in popular radio and television programs. Many People's Awards, including Emmy, Golden Globe, People's Choice. Entertained American troops in World War II and subsequent conflicts. Died at age 100 at Toluca Lake, California.
He was 100 years old when he died?
Last words surprised me. His response to his wife, who asked where he wanted to be buried.
He was 100 years old and he died in the lake?
Let's look up Steve Irwin. Let's see if they've got Steve Irwin.
Can I ask why they let him swim in the lake? He's 100 years old.
I think he was just at the lake. Unfortunately, they do not have Steve Irwin here, which I agree is a big oversight.
But I'm just like, even if he wasn't sick, I feel like I wouldn't let a 100-year-old guy swim in the lake.
Yeah, I don't think that's where he died. I think that was the name of the town that he was in.
It wasn't... It said Toluca Lake. Not, it wasn't like, oh, he died in Toluca Town.
But I think the name of the town was Toluca Lake.
What? Oh, God.
Fortunately, they don't have Steve Irwin, so is there anyone in chat, or Jesse, do you have any ideas of just someone notable who died more than 10 years ago?
Well, Matt, I might actually have to call it. I've kind of had a, I'm as I've said before, I am suffering, and we are over 2 hours on a weekday. It's a weekday, I gotta get to work tomorrow. So I think I am gonna call it here as far as the stream goes. I wanted to finish that
your bedtime story then?
No, I wanted to finish the
okay.
I wanted to finish the run I was on, but you know, the game goes so slow when you're Isaac. Jesse has less than 3 weeks to live. Okay, so thanks everyone for watching. It was a fun one, Matt. It was a really fun one, even if I gave you some shit. You make me laugh, buddy. You do. What about Club Random? Oh shit, I do have to watch a minute of Club Random. Hold on. I made a promise. I have to follow up on the promise.
Okay.
Okay, I have to watch a minute of this. And I'm just gonna skip. I'm gonna skip into it a little bit.
Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
Jeff Ross talking about his 15-year-old girlfriend.
Sorry about that laugh. That was an ugly laugh.
It's kind of what I love about my 15-year-old girlfriend is she's so random.
Oh.
She's constantly saying stuff like she's holding up a utensil to me and going, "Hey Jeff, I call this the spork of doom."
Here's what's so annoying about my 15-year-old girlfriend is she's like, "Oh, my math homework is so hard," and I'm like, "It's easy. It's not even hard."
What sucks. See, I agree. To me, it's very similar. Like, I hate when my 15-year-old girlfriend says, my math homework is so hard, and I go, my dick is so hard, my 15-year-old
I'm
girlfriend.
gonna fucking kick you off the call. I'm gonna kick you off the call.
Well, Chad is raving about the Jeff Ross.
Chad is raving about the Jeff Ross
15-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Why is there a band man?
I can't, because there's a fucking command for everything, okay? There's a command for fucking everything. All right. Listen, we're going to watch a minute of Quentin Tarantino on this fucking podcast, and then I'm going to go to bed.
The terms of service of Twitch say that I can't mention Jeff Ross's 15-year-old girlfriend.
I'm going to kick you off the call. I have to listen. I have such a fucking headache.
Sorry, we'll talk about Dane Cook's 15-year-old girlfriend instead.
Or Jerry Seinfeld's. Okay, hold on.
Oh, no, she was 17, Jesse. Let's not
specializes in memorabilia. So wall space is really, really partial. The only 4 people that got a wall are these 4 people. Naturally, W.C. Fields.
What is he talking about? W.C. Fields. Fuck off. He's talking about W.C. Fields. Can I tell you what?
To understand, I can't hear any of this. So it's just completely silent, and then you said, what are you talking about, W.C. Fields?
Shut up. Okay, so here's what's terrifying to me is I'm recognizing some of my own body language in Quentin Tarantino. Some of the weird ways he holds his hand and leans and does like he's doing like nerd neck. He's doing nerd neck.
Have you seen like Quentin Tarantino talk about his childhood? Like why he is the way that he is? He's like, he was raised by a single mom, and his explanation is like, my mom was just dating constantly when I was growing up. So he's like, I had a revolving door basically of
he lived in a
black
barn.
men who were coming into my life. So he's like, so I consider myself kind of black. So that's why he writes like weird. It's clear that like the only way that he's able to engage with his culture is through like 70s blaxploitation films. So, like interviews of him on like ET talk shows and stuff, and he like slips into like a really bad like black accent.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before on the stream of him just like what? Yeah, he's so weird, man. He's like a weird dude. He's a very weird dude.
I think that on one hand, I think that he is so close to being.
We've seen him do that before.
Why... Yeah. That's why it's like it's clear that like in a weird, in some ways, unfortunate and sympathetic position where it's like clearly does not feel like he has a cultural grounding.
Except for movies.
Upbringing.
Except for movies. Which he absolutely is like his whole personality. And that's why he's insane.
That's why he's
literally
insane.
Can I tell you who he is? That I just realized who he is? He's Jim Carrey, cable guy. He's Jim Carrey, the cable guy.
Carrey, the cable guy. Yeah,
he's
honestly,
Jim Carrey, the cable guy.
They let him like write. They let him write True Romance. That's
the difference between the two characters. And one day, me and Quentin Tarantino will end up on top of that big satellite dish, and it's going to be me or him.
Humphrey Bogart.
Of course.
This is so nuts that I'm looking in the background, and it's clear that it's supposed to give off a vibe of like, wow, this is late at a party. They've been like doing stuff together, but it's like 2 completely full Perrier bottles.
Yeah, 2 bottles of water and like a weird. What is this one? What is this liquor here? I don't understand.
Where we're sitting.
Her father is John Drew Barrymore. His father is John.
30 seconds.
Which one shot Lincoln?
I think it would be rewarding as a bit to actually read Bill Maher's novel about 1970s stand-up comedians in New York.
So, I think we missed like an excellent joke, which was I think that Quentin Tarantino said John Drew Barrymore, and Bill Maher said, "Was that the one that shot Lincoln?"
She built the thing above where we're sitting.
No,
certainly a joke.
Drew Barrymore. His father is John Barrymore.
Which one shot Lincoln?
John Derek.
Huh? Her father is John Barrymore. Which one shot Lincoln?
No, her grandfather is John Barrymore.
Right, but and then Bill Maher says which one shot Lincoln. What does he mean?
Well, John Wilkes Booth was a famous actor.
Named John? Is that it?
I think
Is
it's
it
that
just that he's a famous actor named John? That's the beginning
that-
and end of it?
Yeah, and that if they said John Drew Barrymore, that's 3 names. It's like, it's the sort of thing that I might say on any given moment of the stream, and you would give a little laugh and we would move on.
Right. I thought he said John Drew Barrymore, but he actually just said John Barrymore, which makes it not make any sense.
I think just the joke is that he's an actor whose first name is John, and honestly, that might be giving too much credit. It just might be that his first name is John.
Okay, 20 seconds.
In the movie.
I know it's one of those fuckers.
And then the fourth one was Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton. Well, Buster Keaton was a major fucker.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard you laughing. You had to explain to me what happened, because again, I have your stream
Okay,
on mute.
so
Otherwise,
Quentin Tarantino said, and the fourth one was Buster Keaton, and then Bill Maher nods and says Buster Keaton was a major fucker. Which is so...
I mean, when Buster Keaton was a major fucker.
Well, Buster Keaton,
I mean,
yeah,
when you
honestly,
think
it's
about
not
Michael
super
Keaton,
hard.
Diane Keaton,
You want to
Buster
tie in
Keaton.
Buster Keaton to the Lincoln
There's a lot-
assassination,
that name
because
has been good
maybe
to show
his
business.
Absolutely.
most well-regarded movie
Okay, we're
is
done.
The General, in which he plays
We
a
did a minute.
Confederate general.
We got through a minute, by the way. We got through a minute of it. Who hates Buster Keaton? I don't know. I think that
Entire
he was
Union Army.
He was mumbling something about Diane Keaton, so it's possible that he was saying something about like Buster Keaton having sex, I guess. I think we should keep watching it. I have such a headache. I need to get off.
We think that Bill Maher is actually smoking right now.
He's acting high. He's acting like he's fucking like not there at all. So it's super possible.
My thought is California. Does Bill Maher do his show in California or New York? California has all sorts of strict rules about like able to smoke shit like in front of a camera on set or whatever.
Maybe. I don't know, but it's not like it's just like a YouTube.
Did you just drop everyone out? Are we done?
No, I'm about to though. I'm just readying
Okay.
up the raid. So thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to check the Discord. Earth Nugs, Ian, tell me on the Discord what you want for Friday since you gave $50. But I appreciate everyone sticking around. Sorry, I still don't have the stamina, but I'm glad to be able to do some streams. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming again. No Matt this time. Sorry, Matt. Maybe some more Isaac. Maybe some Deltarune. Maybe something else basic. Maybe some Hitman. Just some basic gaming. And I really want to get back into that flow state, that banter that I was like missing so much. So that's what we're doing. Thanks so much, Matt. Say goodbye. I got to raid real quick.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Quentin.
Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, Matt. Thanks, bud. That was fun.
Can I read you on that weird cadaddle thing at the end?
I don't know what the fuck that was.
It's just, I don't know. I just looked up Bill Maher quotes. And it had this site, but it says, the end. So after you read all these quotes, and they're also broken up into sections. Like, these are the inspirational ones. These are the funny ones. They're broken up.